What's up, guys? This is your host speaking, Chisel Chill, and welcome back to Let's Play Robopon 2. In the last episode, we kind of explored a little bit of the secrets in this world, which I forget the name of. Magico? Something like that. Anyways, in this episode, we're gonna finish prepping for our Death Guy encounter and Zero Brother destruction. And we're gonna do that by first showing you guys some of our team members. So we're gonna cut ahead to the enhancements we made when we were training our new Robopon members. And well, I want to show you guys how they looked before they turned out to be their final form and their level, of course. So let's cut ahead or behind or something like that. Okay, guys, so here we have the three Robopons that we started off with. Well, not started off with, but the three Robopons we intend to use in the beginning of last episode. And here's Platinum at level 43. He is able to be enhanced. We have Giddy Up at level 36. His enhancement is enabled, and so is Negapon at level 39. Although I think it's at level 38. I must have trained him an extra level. So when we enhance them, they turn out to look like this. Platinum becomes an arm fighter. That means he doesn't change much. He becomes this beast. He becomes... Alright, I'll show you guys after I finish enhancing them. So Giddy Up turns into, we all know and seen this Robopon, Pegs with another extra S. Oh, no, actually no, that's the other one. And Negapon turns into this beast which we've never seen before. He's become Negapon X. So these guys, Prime, Pegs, and Negapon X. Only Prime is the only one that has reached its max enhancement ability. The other two have another ability to another enhancement. So let's cut ahead to that. Okay, so after intense training, we have Negapon X at level 43, and at that certain level, he's able to be enhanced. Now, as you guys can see, look at his EXP. Yeah, a big difference. They are pretty hard to train, but the reward is high, very high. And Pegs, it's a pretty easy Robopon to train. He is such a fast Robopon, but at level 40 he could be able to get enhanced. So Negapon X could be turned into this beast. Gatspon, and Pegs as well into this final evolution, which is Pegs S. So yeah, these guys are pretty powerful. Look at their stats at level 21. Anyways, now that I've got to show you everything that we did during training, and which is mostly the enhanced part, let's get back with the show. Okay guys, so after showing you all that, I'm gonna show you guys some things that I want to accomplish for this episode. So let's go to Neon City just to be able to pause the game. Now at level 57 are all our troop members, which you might be thinking, that is too high, isn't it? The Robopons that you've seen are not even close to that. Well, I beg your pardon, but actually they get stronger really fast. When you guys see what strong is, then you're gonna see, oh, you're actually under level. So we're gonna see their stats here. As you can see, I equipped Gatson with Kiss 3 Raid and 2 Raid 2s. So here are all the abilities that he managed to learn on his own. Turtle, which is Snowstorm level 2. Actually, but they don't have software combinations for that, so there's that. And 3 combos, which is a 3-hit move. And here are the other ones. Here's Specs S managed to learn powerful moves. Miracle, Typhoon, God's Wind. And here are the extra ones. Nova and Scrapyard. And here's Prime. Nothing too interesting what she learned. Most of the moves he learned are 0 EP because he has low EP count. Random, which hits random Robopon, and all that, which hits everyone. But yeah, and I think we have our son Zero learned some stuff too. He learned Flash, which is the 3rd rank of Electric and the middle move that I haven't showed you guys. Flash doesn't require it doesn't require a Robopon to be hated. You could hit anyone. It's not like Electric, which just hits random well, a specific type of Robopons. But yeah, there's that. So I mean, we could go to Deaf Guy. We are pretty well equipped. But I want to show you guys some software and some neat things and equipment we want to get before we go to Deaf Guy, because when we go to Deaf Guy, it's all in. It's the end, basically. So one thing I want to show you guys is Mushroom Shop. Now there's a spirit here that we want to obtain using the red mushroom. This spirit manages to open red doors, and there's only one in the game I am sure of. And well, we're gonna try to get her. So I'm gonna cut ahead until we get her. So BRB. Okay guys, so the spirit we are looking for is named Mary. Nice to meet you, Cody. I'm Mary, the princess of the spirits. I snuck out of the castle to join you on your journey. Will you provide me with rewarding travel experience? I'd like to see interesting places here in the mortal realm. In fact, my cross key can open up locked red doors around Magico. Have you seen any locked red doors? Let's discover what they hide. I can't stay out forever though. I'd better head back after 900 steps. Show me a good adventure in those 900 steps, okay? Alright. And indeed we will. So one of the red doors, and the only red door we are gonna be looking for, is in my tower. And it's right in front of us. It's this one right here. So one of the softwares, probably the one-of-a-kind softwares, is Rockstar. Now this is a one-of-a-kind software which gives you a legendary move. We're not gonna be bothered. If we equip it, let's say, let's equip it to whatever, Mr. Prime. We get, we don't get anything actually. Yeah, I forgot how they work. That's actually pretty pathetic. Let me put another rock. Let's see what we get. Yeah, that's one of the things I don't remember. I'm gonna have to look that up. It's pretty embarrassing. But these are pretty good. That's a pretty good software, which I don't know how to use just yet. Look at it. Where is it? Yeah, mystery software. Alright, so that's one of the softwares we could get. The other one is in Delicat. We have to go all the way here. I'm showing her like the castle and everything. But yeah, as we are winding down through this series, maybe you guys wonder, what is the next LP? Well, let's just say it's something we haven't seen yet. Obviously. This is definitely not the Robopon. I mean, the thing we wanted to do. And there's actually items here, so let's check them out. A raid to a shield man, 430 gold, and a wild battery. But we have maxed out batteries, which is 9. So actually, the thing I want to do is in the past. I don't know why I came here. Can we use the escape? Okay, that's not a dungeon. Even though technically it is a dungeon. Alright. How do we get out of here? So you guys may be wondering, what game is he doing next? And don't worry guys, that I'm still continuing Final Fantasy. The thing is, the ROM is a bit weird and it kind of freezes like every second a little. And that's kind of annoying, so I don't want you guys to endure that pain. Especially when that game is so long and enjoyable that I'm probably gonna just have to find another ROM and start a new file. Which is not really too bad, because we haven't really done much. So there's that. As for the new LP, I'll give you guys a clue. It's in a system we haven't done yet. So let's track back. The only system that I have LP'd yet, as of now, is GBA, Game Boy Advanced. So, well, GBA and Game Boy Color. There we go. So the two handhelds have been played. There's a lot of systems, you know, like PlayStation 1, GameCube. Actually, I have played. Well, not really. That was actually PC based. Resident Evil, which I still have to do the Jill scenario. I know, guys, I haven't forgotten, but that's all in due time. We got a Thornbat. That's a new item. Does that even give us anything? Oh, that sucks. We should throw something out for that. We can sell those too. We need some money for this anyway. So we got some good stuff. But there's one little thing we have to do to get the next software, and it's battling this guy. Now I'm a heed your warning here. This guy is extremely tough. So let's talk to him, and you've been forewarned. Do not talk to him unless you are at least level 55. Maybe you could get away with level 50, but don't talk to him unless you're that level. So let's talk to him. Target lock established. Eliminate target. Fight. Robopon, let's go. So, as you guys can see, there's one thing I haven't explained to you guys. Why is my thing, you know, I don't even know how to call it. The way the screen looks like different colors than before, which it was a grayish color. Well, it's a jackpot, which is a spin during that spin in the middle of the screen, which is the sun right now. And what jackpot does is it gives you basically 100% increase in damage for every move. Now you could get jackpot and get it and then get something else. So everything that deals increased damage, which is 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, and 2.0, that's more common. So let me show you guys instead of trying to explain to you. But before that, look at these levels. A Prime level 60, a Jordan level 60, a Sun-Zero level 60, and a Trigon level 60. A Trigon is the evolution of the last evolution of Draco. And then I forgot the name of the second one, but we're gonna see that one a lot too. So let's attack. We're gonna use some. Can we use Nova? Yeah, we can. How about we just attack the Jordan? So we get 1.2 extra damage. 196 damage. That's a lot. We're gonna do electricity. Boom, boom, boom. Kill the Jordan. So let's see how much they do. They do a lot of damage, so you don't want to mess around with these guys. As you guys can see, Sun-Zero does learn Turtle. So, and we haven't really learned Turtle just yet, so we're gonna have to see when we actually learn Turtle. So we're gonna use Flash, which takes up 48 EP. We're gonna use it on Prime. Let's see how much that does. 341 damage. Now hence it's with added boost, so that may be a reason. We take out the Prime. Alright, let's take out the Sun-Zero. Cool. Wow. That is a pretty bulky enemy. Okay. So he's gonna take out our Sun Zero too. Yeah, no joke with these Robopons. They're pretty powerful. Alright, so he has Cure. As well, you guys haven't seen just yet, but our Robopons also have Cure, which is an automatic heal. It's a small heal, like 50 HP, but that is vital. And well, we haven't seen it, and 2 of our Robopons have that, so you're gonna get to see that soon. You take a software from the scrapped Robopons. You get Ice Star, and well, with that, we're gonna revive first our Sun Zero with where is it? Miracle, which is 100%. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. Oh, HP. Who's scrapped? So we're gonna revive Sun Zero. Although that was misleading. It didn't revive it with 100 HP. 100% HP. I'm gonna use Kisses. And who else needs recovery? That's good. So we got Ice. Let's see what it actually gives you. I don't know if... Yeah, you see, there's something... Yeah, I don't remember how to use those softwares. But that's fine. We're gonna get to use them sooner or later. At the moment, it's pretty embarrassing because I don't remember how to use them. But I do remember how to get them. But if you guys know how to use them, then feel free to tell me. Anyway, let's get out of this joint. And let's go to a place we know so much. Well, not really, but we know the people that are in it. So let's go back to the present and let's see what happens. Alrighty, and let's go to Marble's lab. Now here, if you guys recall, we managed to get some of our Robopons. We managed to get Negapon. And there's more Robopons, which I will show you in an extra set of videos. Right now it's just getting items that will help us for future battles. Wink wink. But yeah, let's go in here. And apparently our princess has to go home now. The beautiful princess must return to the spirit castle where she belongs. It was fun traveling with you. I got to see many things in our quest. If I ever sneak out again, we should travel together again. This Marble Lab, I actually want to get rid of some items and make space. So let's store some items. Yeah, get rid of that. Firewall, virus. Yeah, it's good enough. So let's go to the right, and there's an item there. The Robopons here are pretty strong. Just make sure you're about level 30. We could escape with ease, of course, now that we have some speed Robopons. So we could explore around and see what we got. Alright, so that takes us around. So what's down here? So that Robopons you guys actually, I didn't get to show you. That's the second evolution of Dragoon, or Dragon. I didn't want to fight them, goddamn it. So here's a jackpot, so we might lose our extra damage, but it's okay. And actually, that gives us a good chance to explain this skull we got. All enemies are scrapped, which means it KOs every Robopon in the enemy's arsenal. And that could actually happen in the final battle. I mean, you have to get really lucky, but you know, it's cool. But like that, we lose our instant damage upgrader. But it's fine, we are pretty powerful, so we rely on that, so we're good. So we get a C-Bomb, and we get a Raid 3. Raid 3. We want to equip that to Mr. Gatspon. Now we need another Raid 3 to get the second rank of electricity, but for now we'll keep it so we don't lose it and sell it by accident or something. So you get raid 3 there. We also have wind 3, which is another powerful move. Did we come from here? Yeah, this place, you could get lost in this place. So what's here? Have you returned to ransack my laboratory again, you scoundrel? I apologize, but as you can see, the time machine is noticeably absent. My funds are depleted. Just pick something and obliterate that instead. We built a special lab where nobody would interrupt our research. But we spent all our money that we can't build our time machine. Now we have to wait for our monthly research check to arrive. Okay. Nothing really special. At least I don't think there's nothing really special in that part of the game. What's here? Yeah, that's pretty much it in this lab. I'm not sure what is the point of having those doctors there. I think there is a point, but whoops. But yeah, not really much of a point. If anything, again, I'll show you that in extra videos, because the only thing I went in that lab for was raid 3. Okay, so we got raid 3, we got the 2-star softwares. Now there's some things in the silver and gold temple we didn't quite explore. So we're gonna actually go to the past, and I'll cut there to the past and be in the silver temple. So BRB. Okay guys, so we're gonna explore the silver temple, which is in the past, and check out some of the softwares we actually left behind, which could be helpful in your journey to Death God. I'm like 100% sure we left a pretty powerful software. So that kind of sucks, but we're gonna find it soon. But yeah, the software is something you probably want to keep your eyes on. Why? Well, I think it'll speak for itself when we find it. So we're gonna go. Let's go to the right again. I like this music. Awesome music. Alright, so we got that. I'll make this as painless as possible, guys. I just want to show you guys all the software, because I mean, training to level 57 is pretty annoying. So the more powerful software you have, the better equipped you are to battle the Zero Brothers and the Death Guy enemies, which are pretty powerful. It's tedious stuff, trust me. So we got that item. So here's another Robopon. I think that's just a gear, so you don't want to waste your time with that. It's kind of a troll because it sucks. So we got an entrance there. Nothing here. Okay, so we're gonna go up here. So I think we always take the right. We always took the right, so we're gonna take the left this time. We really didn't explore the left. So let's see what it takes us to. And we got a door here. Let's see what's in it. We got life 3. Yeah, let that sink in for a while. Life 3 is a very powerful move. Obviously, you guys see what Peg's S gives you. It gives you Miracle. Again, 100% reviving move, which it heals all your HP. That's what I was trying to say. But yeah, that's the move we want to look for. Now let's go back to the present, to the gold temple, and check out what we missed there. BRB. Okay guys, so we're back in the gold temple. So let's go back and check around every single door and find every software that we probably missed. I want to kind of speed this up because, you know, this could get a bit repetitive, but yeah. So kind of ran out of the topic to talk about. How are you going? How you doing, guys? Anyways, you know, playing this magnificent game as it winds down to the stretch of the finish line. It's been all fun and games, but you know, this game, it's too special for me. You know, it's one of those games where you kind of don't forget, even if you become an old bearded man. At least I won't forget, you know. When there's a time, you know, when you have like, how do they say it, rivals such as Pokemon in your arsenal, I mean, well, fighting against you for promotion and all that, you tend to be overlooked. And that's what Robopon has, you know, it was overlooked. And, you know, it's kind of, it's a bad thing, but it's a good thing, and you know, it makes us appreciate these games even more. But it's also a bad thing because we never got to see Robopon 3, you know, or Robopon 4 if it even got that far. So that's something that's, you know, saddening, but you know, it's the way the video game works, video game industry. And well, that sucks, and I don't know why I went back to that door. Let's go to the left again. And I think this door has oh, we opened that door. Interesting. That's kind of interesting actually. What about it? This is the, did he blow up this temple? That's a bit interesting. Oh, here's something. Yes! Rock 3. We haven't had a Rock 3. We haven't had a third software for Rock, and there's one of them. Rock 3 is a very powerful move. Again, it doesn't give you anything, and again, we can't escape because I don't know why. Again, we have to get the second Rock 3, and we have to get the second Wind 3, and we have to get the second Ray 3. Now, all of them are pretty close together in the same area, so we're gonna get those when we have the chance. And the thing that sucks about this temple is we can't get out of here. Well, you can't get into the gold temple unless we jump from one temple to the other. That sucks. But yeah, hiccup there and burps and all that. So that's pretty much mostly everything we want to do. There's one last thing before we go to Death God, and it involves the Hoffman Tower. Now, as you guys can see, there was no stairs here before, but now we could go up here. That's what we have to do. The Hoffman Tower, the way it works is you have to make as much Robopons as you can and store them. And the more Robopons you make, the more the building increases in size, so more stairs. So we're gonna do that as a montage, and I'm gonna show you all the Robopon combinations possible in a single player game. And yeah, after we finish, we're gonna come back in and go through the tower and see what items we could get from doing that. So we're gonna cut back, cut, and then start the montage. Spin the DJ. That's so lame. So yeah, I'm gonna cut back in when we have all the, well, actually we have all the, I maxed out the batteries by whoops, misclick. I maxed out most of the batteries in order to create the things we need. So yeah, and in the, well, you could get most of the batteries here in Playland. The only ones you can't get are the 3 starter ones, which was Sun, and the other ones that I don't remember that we used to make Sun-Zero. Well, we could actually check that. So where is that? A moon and iron. So yeah. So we're gonna cut this and I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, so this is probably my take 3. And with that, you finally have seen all the Robopons that can be made in this whole game. Now, there is another way you could make Robopons, and that is through Link. But obviously, we're playing on an emulator, so we cannot do that. In a Link, we could use 4 batteries. So yeah, there's that. Now, we made a lot more Robopons than you guys saw, but all of them were repeats. As you guys could see, we have 130 Robopons made. That is the exact number we want for what we are trying to accomplish in Hoffman Tower. As you guys can see, look at all of these Robopons. Yeah, you get the idea. So with that, Hoffman Tower has increasingly and fast, well, very fast, has gained some strange stairs. Now these stairs, you know, the higher the level you go, the better the floor is, I guess. For instance, this guy, he would fight you, but he's like level 10. And he gives you like 500 or 50 G money. And this guy gives you some items. He sells you items. They're pretty good actually. 1000 volt, which is 180 EP recovery. And if we keep going, we have these guys, and this guy I think battles us. No, it's just music. Never mind. Oops! No, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do this. Oh, okay, BRB. Okay, I will show you that mini game sooner or later. After the game finishes, or after I finish the game. Now this is probably the 6th floor, and here this guy, he sells us some parts, and he has basically some of the most rarest items in this whole game, like an X-bomb. X-bomb, you could basically equip it to anyone, and yeah, he has powerful items, and I didn't want to battle this guy. But this guy, he's level 25, I think. Let's check. Well, obviously we can't check. Can we? No, okay, we can't. Well, he's pretty easy, so we're just gonna KO him. Cause yeah. And I think he gives us, okay, he gives us 200 G. And this is the main thing I wanted to get. You need 130 Robopons to be stored in order to get these softwares. And look at this beauty. You have Wind 3, Rock 3, Raid 3, Kill 3, Hate 3, Life 3. So these are the most rarest softwares that you could possibly find in this whole game. Besides the one-of-a-kind softwares, Ice Star and Rock Star. And there is another one that I haven't gotten yet. Where's my Rockstar? Somewhere around there. But yeah, we're probably gonna be seeing what fits best for our Robopons. And like that, I'll leave it on. I mean, well, log off. And well, this has been your host, Just Chill, speaking. And I'll see you guys next time, where we'll have powerful robots with powerful software. And yeah, we're gonna take down Dr. Zeros. Well, both Dr. Zeros, or the Zero Brothers, and by doing that, we're gonna finish the game. So I'll see you guys next time. Like, subscribe, and leave some feedback, and I'll see you guys soon, which is probably tomorrow. And for anything, for any confusion, I actually not uploaded, but made this video 2 days before it's uploaded. But I didn't have free time, so I wasn't able to finish this like last part. So yeah, that's probably why it took so long making this part. It probably won't take too long to make the next video, which will take Deaf Guy on next. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.